This is what I'm talking about. NFL playoffs at Lambeau Field with a snowstorm camped out over the upper Midwest. Let's go. It's time for some great football in Green Bay. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Minnesota Vikings and the Green Bay Packers. First of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. From the gun, it's Rodgers.
Now into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Harrison Smith. There he goes left side. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And now the Packers going to take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They try again with Cook. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Again, it's Cook.
And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They'll run for it. Cook. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Cook turned away on 4th and goal. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. And it's complete to Adams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 36 yards on the play.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get this down only to the 18. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the option, it's Jones. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Packers are on the board first here in this division round matchup. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Flushed out right. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Touchdown, Packers! A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Packers add on to their lead. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
They run again on first down. Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
87 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Cook. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a third and goal. For a couple of plays, this Green Bay defense is held strong. Now it's third and goal. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
With the way things have gone in this game, I think they've got to consider going for it here. I realize it's just the second quarter, so they're not panicking, but they need something to give them positive momentum to get things going.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. Fourth and goal from the 3. To throw, Cousins. Touchdown! That's caught. Herb Smith Jr. from 3 yards out.
And the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Gostkowski the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away.
Fielded right around the 8. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach, and we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
3 yards remain for second down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. After the run by Jones, here's first and 10. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Rodgers tapping this forward on the jet sweep. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
On 2nd and goal, Rodgers, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And, oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half. Cook with a run on first down, but he'll only manage a couple there before he's taken down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Cousins.
He'll fire one deep for Westbrook. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Darnell Savage.
And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining. And what will be the final action of this first half?
So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And down he'll go at the 25. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. And the play clock becoming an issue, so Mike Zimmer's forced to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn.
Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Play fake. Cousins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And 21 yards there as they convert on third. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think inclement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run it again with Cook. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Give to Cook out of the gun. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
106 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Cook. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Now an end around as Cousins have just popped this forward.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. On play action, Cousins. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Gostkowski's kick is good, and that lead is back down to 9 now. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Second and 10.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first down, Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. On play action, now Rodgers. He's going to let it go again. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And got his man complete.
These Packers and these Packer fans really thrive in the cold temperatures here at Lambeau. And their guys have the lead here with a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a first down carry by Jones. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
A little juke. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers.
Aaron Jones.
14 yards.
And the Packers are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead.
So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it's Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 138 yards rushing now, as he's done it on 22 carries.
And the Vikings first down.
First down. Here's Cousins. His throw incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
On 2nd and 10, Cousins. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 42. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Cousins. And complete right side to Cook. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Second and 11. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The Vikings on 3rd down. Lacking much success. Just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Play action now. Cousins.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stares on that sideline. This is one of those games we just want to go crawl under a rock until it's over.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. On play action, Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. Going right side here, and that's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 31-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Rodgers looking to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Brandon, these quarterbacks had their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down.
I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Now Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big gain.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Throwing, Cousins.
And the third interception thrown by Cousins.
Isaac Yiadom picks it.
And the Packers are going to get it back here just past the 35.
For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up second down.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Rodgers throwing here. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He hits Adams complete. And they just took a timeout. With 2 seconds to go, this one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He'll take a shot for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the